Okay. I wonder how many more chapters I have in this game. But I kind of have to turn off the music from the game. And yeah, I kind of have to turn off the music from this game because it is copywritten. So I have to like add in my own music, which sucks because I do like the music in this game, but I mean, there's not much I can do. Beep beep. The fire's too dangerous to enter. Beep. Hey. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Wait, was I asleep? I reflectively sat up at the shout. I reflectively sat up at the shout hitting my ears. The alarm I just heard. Was it a dream? Familiar yet ominous red flask flickers before my eyes. Another strange dream. What on earth was that? Beyond my blurry vision, an unwelcome wavering figure appears. It's Blade, who came a few days ago. I briefly considered pretending to sleep again, but knowing his foul mouth would pour out gave me a headache. So I fixed my posture. Hey, you pale brat, are you awake now? Blade? Who else is here besides you? Sleeping with the shut door open, you've got some guts. Don't just space out synthesizing don't space out. Synthesize 2 tier 3 power units and 1 tier 3 neural unit for me. As fast as possible. My patience is crawling on the floor just like the public order of this run city. Welcome, Blade. Outside is bustling with preparations for Polar Night Day. But you don't look very happy. Festival? Don't make me laugh. Because of the high output holograms those damn corporations are shooting, my optic camouflage armor is overloading like crazy. Besides, the whole city is excited and giggling like they're on cheap electronic drugs. And taking advantage of that, those morning glory bastards or whatever, they're shitting all over the place. Actually, another customer visited today and said it's chaos because the major city facilities were intentionally damaged. That's all they're doing. On the outside, they claim to be a liberation army resisting corporate power. But to my eyes, they're just a dopamine addict bastards running wild because they're unsatisfied with their lives. With the energy they use running around saying that they'll change the world, it would be much more beneficial for themselves and the world to just mess with the executioner in the back alley and die. Well, their methods are extreme. Thanks to that, civilians are trembling in fear even amidst the year-end atmosphere. Fear? No, this is closer to anonymous. Thanks to those wannabe terrorists, the damn stability officers have set up checkpoints at every block and are glaring around. Thanks to that, getting in and out of this neighborhood has become 20 times more annoying. It's a damn tough neighborhood. First, please wait for the dial equipment setup. It will take a little while. By the way, kid, that equipment you're using. Yes? That's a first generation old model, right? The one that doesn't send maintenance records to Sunship Corp. Using such untraceable stuff in times like these means you either have guts or you have a lot to hide. Well, I just use it because I'm used to it. And it would be more comfortable for you too, Blade, if no records are left. What an amazing answer. You look like a model student rich kid on the outside, but you act sly. Well, you can't do business in this field without any kind of guts. With that kind of guts, take that as a compliment. I'm starting to work, so please be quiet for a moment. But kid, do you know what the name of that idiot group means? Blade's mouth never stays still for a moment. Nope. Well, isn't it usually used to mean the glory of the morning? It also means morning glory the flower. Ha! As expected. Guys who grew up with like flowers in a greenhouse like you would think that way. It means morning wood, you stupid bastard. Ignorant scholars probably named it sounding funny. Yeah, named it sounding fancy, looking up dictionaries, but to my eyes, they just look like a gathering of brats whose only achievement is pitching a tent every morning. If the organization hierarchy was determined by the morning pardoness, I would have already corrupted the city acting as their king, don't you think? Your thinking is very vulgar. But well, if they really had the will to change the world, they wouldn't have used the inefficient method of destroying public facilities to draw aggro. Oh, because real experts would have quietly eliminated only the target. Yours just changed a bit. I'm joking. Equipment setup is done. Let's start the work. The product unit for Blade, who came back alive. 140 target. Oh boy. Oh yeah, just the one. Okay. It kind of sucks that I kind of have to like. I mean, I can still hear the music. It's just I won't be able to play it for the video anymore. I have to like mute it. Well, not mute it. I kind of had to lower the volume so I could only hear it, which sucks because I really do love the music that they have in here. But because of YouTube and their stupid ass oops, wrong one. And their stupid copyright shit. I kind of had to like not tiptoe around it, but like be careful of what I am able to play and what not to play. There. Shit. Oh, that works. Didn't mean to, but yeah. There. Then. But oh. There we go. Now I know when I say 140. Right there. But fucking work was crazy this whole damn week with the whole trying to be there on time because it's crazy with the shipment and shit, which turned out to be just one giant fucking lie because it was just still slow as hell as usual. And it even lasted like the whole fucking week. It just lasted like maybe 2 days and that's it. And I found out that a friend of mine had to quit. What was it? Monday. I think Tuesday. No, Monday. Well, I found out on Monday that he quit. But last week, yeah, is when it was his last day, I guess. But, oh, fuck. I didn't even know because, I don't know, actually. But, yeah. But I did run into him a few days ago, or I think the next day. And he said he had to leave because, not that, I actually don't even know the relationship between him and my old manager. But they do sort of live in the same household, I guess. Here are the tier 3 power units and neural unit you requested. While synthesizing, also added outline correction to make it neat. With this, it won't get caught by checkpoint scanners and will pass smoothly. Oh, fast as expected. The surface of the synthesized unit is very smooth too. Huh, look at this. The skill to crush security code is extraordinary. Unlike your stupid looking first impression, your skills smell quite dangerous. Well, fuck you too. Dangerous? It's just a customized service for the customer. No, I like it. Guys who do their job properly are my type. Okay. I trust you who calmly produce results much more than those revolutionaries who are all talk. Thanks. You have a foul mouth, Blade, but you don't seem like a bad person. Save the flattery bullshit. Tell me honestly, where'd you earn your stripes? I've been just an ordinary mechanic for a long time, as far as I remember. As far as you remember. That's meaningful. Blade, please stop joking and go back. If you stay longer, someone will report you. Yeah, since I'm in the good mood, I'll give you a piece of advice. Stay home this polar night day. Because there are rumors that those morning wood bastards are going to cause a major incident. Wouldn't be my loss if a technician like you got swept up and died. Thanks for the advice, though I don't think you're in a position to worry about me, Blade. Next time, bring a sexy female Eve as an assistant. Then I'll spend more money happily instead of looking at your sickly face. Oh, fuck you. Get home safely, dick. That human is insane as today as well. I don't know what he's thinking walking around. Watching the wavering figure move away, my mind slowly becomes hazy. Even though the infrared sensor at the entrance rings loudly, and Blade's startled curses fades away into a distant haze. I should stop here for today and go inside to sleep quickly. Yeah, with the level, my body won't reject it, even if I shove it in good. Good job. Pair time. Yeah. Yeah, moved around like 32. Not that bad. I might as well just start from the top. 18. Yeah, he told me that the guy that he's with, or I guess his stepdad or uncle or whatever. I don't know anything of the relation, but apparently he got screwed over by the company so many times that he quit and found a different position. I forget where, Virginia, I think it was. He said. So him and my friend and his whole family are moving, or I guess at the time they have already moved. But because of that, he found another job that pays a lot more than he is getting at this job, which I'm envious for him, but sucks. But yeah. And then another friend just quit today. This is the worst. My head feels much worse than yesterday, and it feels like something's about to come to mind, but it fades away when I try to focus. I've had those days. At this point, it feels less like simple dimming and more like flicker. That can't be. Just in case I slept with the neon shine on all day yesterday. Maybe it's just my imagination, but my body feels worse too. I think I have a fever. I want to take the day off today too, but there might be a customer who needs urgent help like Orca yesterday. Just in case, let's just keep the shop open. Scarlet response are... Red miracle blooms in ashes. Scarlet response unit rescue all children. Yeah, a friend of mine just quit today. He found a better job that pays extremely more than shit my fucking manager. The goal was that he starts off $18 or $20 for like the 10 days, and then after that they give him an extra $10 for, I think it was repairing trash cans or something along the lines of that. But it sucks because now I'm literally like almost the only one in that position I'm in to do anything, because two of the guys that usually do it are gone, and now it's gonna fall into me, and the other people who are also there usually work upstairs or are drivers. So yeah, I'm fucked. A customer yesterday told me that the anti-government terrorist group Morning Glory is actually a sexual slang. Ugh, gross. You said you had a headache. Did you just contact me just to say that? It wasn't me. It was just the customer who said it. Well, at least I heard it from you. The moment you said something like that didn't need to be said. You become an accomplice. Got it. I'll keep that in mind. Keep in mind. Seems your brain cells are running away from hanging out with your own kind. If it were where I live, the customer would probably be writing an appeal right now, refusing to accept the trial and verdict. Where you live, Come to think of it, Michelle, where were you living again? What are you talking about? Out of the blue. You don't actually have brain damage, do you? Forgetting where I live now? I have been suffering from chronic fatigue lately. I don't know if there's anything wrong with my brain. Seeing as my memory is failing, maybe it really is a brain issue. Is it because you stopped taking mom and dad's supplements? Who told you to do that again? That's the price of doubting your parents' grace. If you're having trouble, you should probably start taking them again. I'd like to, but I handed them over to another customer for now. Why? I told you last time. If it felt uncomfortable taking something when I didn't even know what was in it, I figured I could take it with the peace of mind once the ingredients were confirmed. Anyway, I'm asking seriously. Where was it you lived? I'm starting to get a little scared. I was gonna say far away in the universe, but beyond the event horizon. But you're so serious it clearly won't work on you. I don't even have the energy to joke around. Don't be sick. Pretty important in my life. Sense of relative superiority is a necessary mushroom, you see. You haven't been beaten up lately, so can't hate me, can you? Anyway, serious, don't get sick. Seriously. I am worried about you in my own way. Thanks. Same goes for us. Hi. Let's pray. What brings you here? I came to see if you were dead. What? For a guy who loves touching Eve so much close to the shop, I had no choice but to think something big must have happened. I didn't turn on the lights out. I didn't turn on the outside lights. It's not my dad, but I was out of it. I forgot to turn them on. You look really pale. My sister was worried too. She thinks there's a problem with my brain cells. It's just an insult. She says it out of concern, and she might be right. There are a lot of things I can't remember. Seems my concentration has dropped significantly without realizing it. I have to agree with that. Improve your concentration a bit, and listen to what the others say. I'll try. Ray sat down next to me. The chilly workshop, and a small folding bed in the corner. In the quiet stillness outside, noise lingers in my ears. The soundproofing isn't good enough to call this a place away from outside noise. It's cold. Ray lay down on the bed. Then she saw part of the blanket I was using and wrapping around herself. Warm. You might catch it if you stick this close to me. Did you forget? I'm an Eve. I can't catch human diseases. Right. Of course. That the lack of bias is probably what wins over Eve's. You can't look at the customer with prejudice. If you think about it that way, it's kind of an occupational disease. It's so severe that your body can't even live without Eve's anymore. If you don't indulge in an Eve inside, If you don't indulge in an Eve's inside for even a day, you even show signs of anxiety disorder. Isn't that right? Make it sound really perverted. You are a pervert. Well, that's probably why I keep talking to Michelle. Because without Michelle, my life would only have Eve's. She's like a vaccine against anthropophobia. Anthropophobia, I think. Even though you're a human yourself, rather than who I am, how I live is more important. I'm talking about bullying your little sister while acting so cool is a talent in itself. A slight pressure. Prey leaned her body against mine. A few days ago, I got a shadow agency offer. They offered a huge sum of money in 1-year term. Shadow agency. It's a slang for overriding someone's data onto an Eve. Although classified as illegal since Eve's gained human rights, it is still one of the thriving underground industries. The key reason it hasn't been eradicated yet is known to be largely due to the choices of the Eves themselves. Because it's something only Eves and non-humans can do, they are paid a very high service fee. Don't worry, I turned it down. Didn't doubt it. The person who proposed it was terrible too. It was a proposal from the worst customer of the year. Don't tell me. That streetlight idiot. You say you have memory problems, but you remember this well. That's right. It was him. A higher-ranking executive at Sunshine Corp asking for a shadow agency. Well, that's why you hated him so much. That's partly true, but the important thing was the proposal itself. Yeah, it would have been better if it was a famous actor or a well-crafted commercial persona. I was asked to raise his son for a year. What the hell? Son? Yeah, son. Said I looked exactly like his dead wife or something. What the fuck? Maybe he was worried about his son grieving over his missing mother. He wanted to gift his son another mother for just 1 year. That's an unexpected request. Right. Then when I refused, he got angry and called me a heartless bitch. He dropped the polite attitude and played the card you know so well. Don't tell me. Removing the streetlights? Yep, and raising the subscription fee. Wrangling moment. Prey twisted her body this way and that, as if uncomfortable. It's funny. To think that for the sake of a loved one, you could torment someone else that much. Once you go through a shadow agency, you suffer from injected data for the rest of your life. If I had accepted that offer, I would have felt maternal love for his son, even while being treated like a temporary tin can. Did you know that? Even after the contract ended, even as time passed, I would still feel that he is my son, unconsciously. I only knew it as a technical information, but hearing it like that makes it sound terrible. It means cognition and reality just diverge for a lifetime. I thought he was just spouting nonsense because it was someone else's business. Of course, that was actually true. So I wrote a post on the Help Me Cinderella gallery, and the man disappeared. And then it suddenly crossed my mind. Spouting nonsense as if someone else spouting nonsense as if it's someone else's business applied to me as well. That man was trash, but he was someone's father, also someone's father. It's admirable that you have such mature thoughts, but you don't need to stress yourself so much, Prey. It's not like you killed him. For writing a single post on the internet, your remorse seems excessive. I just meant that I liked your unbiased gaze, because people mistakenly think Eve swap personalities like cards. Services like this are maintained. Only the Eves who get caught up in it are pitiful. Eves are similar to humans. What is? Not knowing their own body works. Yeah, of course. There's even a saying to hit the core hard 3 times before worrying about it. In my professional opinion, you shouldn't do that. You don't do that before coming here, do you? Probably laughed loudly. She seemed to think it was a funny joke, but I'm gently worried about her. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll give you a reward. The habit of giving a reward when anxious hasn't changed. The reward is the right to touch my body however you want. You can get restless. You get restless if you don't do maintenance for a day, even for a day, right? And when you're not feeling well, drooping like this makes it worse. So with the mindset of fixing yourself, move at your own pace.